Hello, Dr. O here. Today I'm going to quickly introduce the practice question for the final exam. This one will be quick and producer theory relating questions. So let's get into it. Sherry's firm produces swimming goggles with a fixed cost of 10. Its variable cost function is q squared plus 2q. And it makes us to derive supply function and determine the stay in the market because we can see the fixed cost 10 here, so it's shonen, and in the shonen cases it even asked about stay in this market as the kind of confused us, but it says that shutdown point is that inside of the shutdown point, or does she need to produce in this situation? And then some explanation is asked from the question. So let's see one by one. First of all, what you need to do is find out the supply curve. Supply curve in competitive market. The marginal cost curve we derive under the case of above the shutdown point. That's what we are going to find out. So find out the marginal cost function first, and then see if is there any reason we need to take care of shutdown point or not. So price is over than shutdown point, we will go for produce. So she is going to produce. So that is the composition of supply curve. So in this case, fixed cost is 10. First of all, what we are going to see is total cost. What is the total cost? Total cost, we can see, is composed with the fixed cost plus variable cost. In other words, 10 plus q squared plus 2q as given in above. So in this case, TC, total cost function, is like this. And then marginal cost. Marginal cost is nothing but marginal cost is partial derivative of total cost to the q. So we take a derivative of q, that is 2q plus 2. So this is nothing but the composition or some part of supply curve we can think of. But we need to check about the shutdown condition. What is the shutdown condition? Shutdown condition is P, which is marginal revenue in competitive market, is greater than average variable cost. So the condition for shutdown is P is if P is less than average variable cost, we're gonna shut down. So we need to find out where is the average variable cost. So average variable cost is variable cost divided by Q. So Q squared plus 2Q divided by Q, which is Q plus 2. So when we draw this right here, right, it starts with the 2 and slope is a 2. Let's say this 2Q plus 2, which is marginal cost, and ABC is right here, Q plus 2. So as you can see, if as long as Q is 0, is price is less than 2, she will not produce at all. But if the price is greater than 2, she will stay in the business. So in this case, yeah, this MC curve is directly composed with the supply curve. So supply is function of Q is directly MC 2Q plus 2. So that's one answer, first question as answer. And what we need to think about is the second question. What is the share is a surplus if the market price is a 6? So this is a supply or MC, right? Supply function is like this. And this is MC2. But if the price is a 6, what is the surplus? So producer surplus is asking. So we can think of this triangular area directly is nothing but the share is producer surplus. We can calculate it. If the price is a 6, we can find it. So cost or dollar value is a 6, which is 6 is equal to 2Q plus 2. P equal to 6, then corresponding Q on top of supply curve is 2. So this, well, whatever it is, this base or height or base. So producer surplus can be calculated as half times 4 times 2, which is 4. And then additionally, what you need to calculate is her profit. Profit and decision with the staying at the market or not, we need to figure that out. So first thing is profit. Profit pi is originally total revenue minus total cost. In other words, P times Q minus total cost, which is Q squared plus 2Q plus 10. This is cost function. So I just composed or putting in the bracket. And we can get this P is given as a 6, right? And the produced amount is 2. We just plug in, right? And then we plug in the 2 right here. So 2 square is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. This is 10. So this one is 18, which is negative 6. So pi profit itself is less than 0. So in this case, so does she want to stay in this market? Explain. So in this case, shonen cases, we are not exit of the industry, but we can decide shut down or not. In this case, pi is less than 0, but shutdown point can be determined with this condition. P is less than AVC. But in this case, we need to produce. Counterintuitive, you can think of, but the reason is right here. In this case, we can calculate the producer surplus as a 4 and profit is a negative 6. But this difference is coming out from these rules. This one is generally hold in shonen. Pi is profit is producer surplus minus fixed cost. So in this example, profit is negative 6, producer surplus is 4, fixed cost is 10. So that's why it is. And will she shut down the business? No, because even though profit is a negative, but that's above the shutdown point. That might be some answer, but that is not quite reasonable. So what you want to understand in this scenario is like this. So she need to pay $10 or as a cost as a 10 without any producing. So she shut down, she need to pay $10, which is negative 10 as a cost. But once she produced 2 as a quantity, then she can make up $4 of, gains. Because of that, negative 10 plus 4 as a gain. So her loss is $6, but by producing, some of her fixed costs can be compensated. by producing two quantities. So that's the better answer. So in this case, we should shut down. Right answer is no. Why? Some part of fixed cost can be compensated by producing certain amount, in this case, 2. Today, I briefly explain one of the sample exam questions, which is new from what I gave before, but I want to explain a little bit about how to approach this type of question. Good luck for the preparation, and see you soon. Thank you.